Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Love coming out of you makes you happy. The whole world can love you, but that is not the love that'll make you happy. What will make you happy is to share all the love you have inside you. That is the love that will make the difference. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 92, NASDAQ up 29, S&P's up 10.5. Gold contract up $2.60, traded at $1,323 an ounce. Silver off 4 cents at $21.81 an ounce. Platinum up $6 at $1,419 an ounce. Light sweet crude flat at $102.92 a barrel. Bonds. You have the 10-year down 6 ticks, traded at 125.17. 30-year off 5 ticks at 132.26. King dollar. She's up 134 ticks at 80.32. The euro's off 16 at 137, and the yen is trading flat at 102.32. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We're at 1839. You got to 1842 out here. You hang out at 1839. You get light volume. We're at the highs. No reason that you won't expect that we'll pop into 1847.50, which was the high of yesterday coming into Friday. You got a short week happening. It's going to try to, the S&Ps are going to try to get into that high that was up there. The high of yesterday was the 1847. The high from the 15th was 1850, and the high from the 31st of December is 1831. Do I expect it to get up and over it? It can go test it, but I do not expect it to get up and over it. Dow Industrials. We go look at the Dow. What you have with the Dow. Dow is up $92. Bottom line, Dow is coming right into ice. And the Dow worth 16,133. That can get to 16,240. That's ice. That's a normal retracement in a indice that went from 16,588 down to 15,376. We go take a look at the NASDAQ composite. What we have with the composite is this. Composite is at highs. She got over the high that was generated on the 22nd of January. That high was 4246. Bottom line, the high of Tuesday was 4277. We got the 4272 today. She's at 4267. I expect she's going to get tagged. The 3 Qs, the NDX 100. What you have with the NDX 100 is this. She did 38 million shares, up 42 cents. The high in the NDX 100 is the 90.41. And it's the 90.25, folks. 90.25 is the benchmark for the Qs, and this is why. The 90.25, what the Qs are doing right now is that they are testing the downdraft that was created, and this gets really cool, from October of 2000. That's what this test is coming in at. Now, it's a monthly test, okay? So it's actually going to be at the end of February. But at the end of this week, I'd like to see that actually close under the 90.25. As soon as it got over it yesterday, it came right back underneath it. What we do have is that the volume characteristic, it looks like it's going to be about 150 to 175 million shot. We'll see where the baby does shake out. After the close out here today, let's go take a look at it. Let's see. PCLN. We might as well start with the rocket ship. So Priceline. Priceline closed at $12.83. That was up $9 today. Now we're up another $17, and you can expect Priceline to be absolutely all over the place. What is intriguing about Priceline is this right now, is that intraday, it went down to $12.54. And guess what? We had an expansion of volume as it went down there. So we're going to keep our eye close on Priceline after the next hour, because what Priceline can do, folks, is be all over the place. It can be up $40 and down $40 within 10 minutes. Here goes the numbers. The fourth quarter revenue, first off, was this. The estimate was $8.30. They came in with $8.85. top line estimate was $1.52 billion. They came in with $1.54 billion. It looks like the earnings per share, it's going to get interesting where this shakes out. So they're saying the first quarter earnings per share looks like they're going to be light. The estimate was $7.11. They are saying $6.35 to $6.85. Let me pull this back a sec. It's going to be interesting. I think all we're going to have to do with Priceline is just wait a little bit, and we are going to see this thing volatile in spades. No doubt. That's the way this is shaking out. Hewitt Packet, HPQ. Let's go take a look at Hewitt Packet. Hewitt Packet closed at $30.19. That is trading at $30.30. Numbers on Hewitt Packet go like this. Their estimate was 84 cents. They made 90. So they beat on the bottom line. The top line revenue, they break it out. That's what they do. They break it out into the different divisions. Top line revenue, printing revenue. Check this out. Just printing revenue alone was $5.8 billion. Bottom line, she's up 30 cents right now. Hewitt Packet was pushing the swing point today with volume on the way up. The last 4 months, it's gone from $20.31 up to $34. So there's some action on the way up here with Hewitt Packet. Let me put this back a bit. This is a stock that did no doubt get destroyed, but she's building a base. I see what she's doing. Interesting. So she's coming into, Hewitt Packet's coming into the downdraft one of the downdrafts that were created in August of 2011. Pretty intense, actually, how that baby came into that level. Gold. Let's go take a look at the gold contract. Now, we did with gold out here is this. Gold up $2.90. From high to the low today in gold, folks, the low was $13.07. High $13.25. We did 120,000 contracts. What's going to get interesting here is that we're coming into a Friday, and she's at the top of her swing point, and the real key is going to be, is she going to try to launch over the 13.22? The 13.22, the 13.22 flat out is coming into, this is the April time frame that it's coming into, and this is where we came down $200 in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 13.50. The low of that is 13.50. What I don't want to see happen out here is a launch with lighter volume, because right now that market is totally set up to basically get to new highs. I don't want to get to new highs this week because the equities actually don't have the juice in them this week. If we go take a look at Royal Gold, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So if we look at Royal Gold, which is always a good indication of where the market's going, meaning the physical market. Royal Gold right now, it did 870,000 shares today, which is good, by the way. That's fine. You're coming into 1.4 million, though. That's the first part. The second part gets a little more intense, and this is what it is that as she's coming into what Royal Gold had is this. Royal Gold had the volume coming into the April downtrend. It will not have it this week, and that's including adding an extra day. It just won't have it. So I don't, specifically, if you're a bull, folks, you do not want to see Royal Gold get to 68.94 this week. Just don't want to see it, because if it does, and it tests that area, then guess what? What that sets up is it could set up a failure and a large retracement. Right now, when you have swing points that have got tested on volume and big volume, higher volume, and you haven't held price, what happens is that markets can back off, but guess what? You're going to be going back up to that price point and test it at least. We know from the volume characteristic right now that we don't want to get that tested this week. Apple. You take a look at Apple. Apple was down $6 today. You had an expansion of volume, just as we did yesterday. It's going to be interesting watching how Apple shakes out here. The reason being is that you have two separate high-volume lows. Inside the indices out here today, inside the NASDAQ, the Index 100 rather, putting juice into it. You had Tesla was up $16.33. Citrix Systems was up $3.35. You had Green Mountain up $5.80, and Vodafone was up $1.40. Taking it out, you had Equinox down $4.67. Dollar Tree was off 67 cents. Apple was number 3 down there, and then NTAP. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. So coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials finished down 92. NASDAQ off 29. S&P's off 10. We're going to be right back.